All right, everybody. It's Kat and Eric again.
Hey guys.
We're getting ready to do our next one that we did here. It's pretty exciting. It was different.
It was a very different type of RV park, and we had a blast there.
Cool different.
It was very cool different.
All right, let's see it.
Okay.
What was it?
It was the Big Texan RV Ranch and the Big Texan Steakhouse.
So why did you choose this one?
Okay, so I actually chose this one.
Hold on. It was an overnight.
Yeah,
so
it was just an overnight.
Right.
So we didn't stay long. We chose this one because of the steakhouse.
Yep. Amarillo, Texas.
Yep. And it's not Amarillo. There's no R in this.
Amarillo.
It's Amarillo.
Amarillo. Sorry, I'm falling off the screen here.
So,
Amarillo, Texas.
yes.
Okay. All right, it was cool. So
It was
let's
really
talk about
cool.
Amarillo first.
Okay.
Different, like definitely a truck stop type town. Remind me of Kingman.
It did
Kingman,
remind
Arizona.
me a lot of Kingman.
Very flat.
Yep. Which made for a great RV spot
Right.
because everything was level.
Right, everything was very flat, very big. The
Yep.
park was huge.
It was huge.
Everything
Everything was big in Texas.
It was brown, but it could have been the time of year. Everything was brown. Like I
Yeah,
didn't see
I
green
mean,
grass.
but it was November.
Something to note, we went in early November and pulled in, and in the front office they're like, "You can't leave your hose out. You can't."
Yes. we
Because
ran
they're
into
like,
that.
"Oh my gosh," because they're not piped for the heat.
Yeah.
And I was actually shocked. Amarillo was probably one of our coldest stops.
It was our coldest stop by far,
And-
which
and
was
so-
very surprising.
Right, and so they were freaked out about the freezing. We couldn't connect the water that night, so
Nope.
like fill up before it froze. But anyway, what do you
Yeah.
think?
Overall, I thought it was great.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Full
Okay.
hookups.
So it had full hookups.
Okay.
It had nice, really big level, easy to get into spots.
Big spots. But so we have a very low to the ground RV.
We do.
And they have this weird curve you need to be aware of. Like it popped up and popped
Yeah,
down.
there was a little bit of a curve there.
But outside of that,
But even with our low RV, it was fine.
but it was huge. The
It was
spots were huge.
Yes.
I think they had cable TV. We didn't connect to it.
We didn't connect. We didn't do any of that
The
stuff.
internet, they had Wi-Fi, things like that,
Yep.
which was okay. A lot of overnighters. This
lot
is
of-
right on the 40.
Yep. So it was real easy to find.
Ah.
However,
Yeah.
However, the GPS does not work to get there.
Well, it's wacky. You're going through a neighborhood and a school
Yeah.
to get there.
It was.
You can't see it from the freeway.
No.
But
They were really great when you called to tell them, hey, you're lost. Your GPS took you to an elementary school. They know exactly how to get you to their
yeah,
front.
and so just as a heads up, so the gate it takes you to, you see it, but you just go around the corner and there's a main gate.
Yeah.
And it was
It was
funny
easy.
because it was check-in time, so it was like 4 o'clock in the
Yeah.
afternoon, and there was a line of RVs behind us.
That were all following us.
And they were following us because we looked like we knew what we were going.
We did not know.
And so the front desk is like, yeah, hey, other people have called you. They're just going to follow you.
Yes.
So I'm like, hope we don't get lost.
Right.
Anyways,
No, we didn't. It was easy.
So it did have a Jurassic Park feel, like when we were coming into it.
It did.
With the big old gates.
So, but it was fun.
All right. So, but the real reason you chose this.
Okay, but hold on.
All right.
More perks about it.
Okay.
They had 4 different dog runs. So there's lots of places for dogs to go. There was a playground for kids. So all of that sort of stuff. They had a laundry room, all of that.
Yep. I think they had a game room too.
I think so.
Yeah.
So
Okay, we didn't spend too much time in there. They were just trying to get everybody checked in before it froze.
correct.
But the reason that it was chosen.
Yes. Was all about the food.
Yeah.
We're going to Texas. We want steaks.
And so they picked us up in a limo with horns.
Yes. And the limo ride is free of charge, so there's no cost to use it. They come and they pick you up right at your spot, take you to dinner, and bring you right back.
You need reservations.
Yes.
And they take you to this massive,
Oh
bigger
my
than
gosh,
life.
it is insane.
And
It
the
was
thing
like
is,
a big arcade.
well,
it
and
looked
real
like.
quick, they had said that it was like they own the cattle ranch, the RV park,
Yep,
and
the
the
steakhouse.
steakhouse. We didn't see a cattle ranch.
We did not.
But it's okay.
So
But the steakhouse was like a larger than land.
so good.
And the food was amazing.
Yes, and you can't beat the price point.
I felt like they were stealing it. Like I was like, wait a minute, it's how much? We got a huge. It was a, what did I get? It was like a huge.
I don't know, but me and my oldest child, we split a 24-ounce ribeye.
Yeah, I think that's what I had. I had
And
the
it was-
30-something ounce
yeah.
ribeye, and it was like $18.
Yeah.
And that was with fries and sides. It, like
Exactly.
I feel like they were stealing.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. It was a lot of food. It was
Now,
great.
I mean, granted, you guys might live where, steaks are very cheap. Where we live, steaks are very, very expensive.
Considering, even though we have the cows across the street.
Yeah.
So, But anyway,
So
no,
that's why we
I was
booked it.
shocked how cheap it was. They picked us up. We had a car seat. They put it in
Yep.
the car. The
So-
restaurant stored it for us. There was entertainment at the restaurant. There was a little shooting range.
There was,
They,
and there was people playing mariachi stuff,
Mariachi stuff.
which was kind of cool.
They had a little store with souvenirs. It was
did.
massive.
Gosh,
Which was a big old snake.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this
So
place was huge.
so
and,
we're talking about campgrounds. You go
oh,
here for the steak.
and they had a full ice cream parlor in the restaurant.
Yeah.
So if you had miraculously still had room for dessert after eating that steak,
I did not.
we did not.
Yeah, I did.
There is a ice cream parlor.
So it was cool. And
It
then so the
was.
limo took us there, brought us
Yep.
back. We were one of the last reservations, like at 9 at night.
Yeah, because we had kids and we pulled in late.
Yeah, and it was so cool though.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was.
But we were there.
It was
I
fun.
if you were to ask, oh, the little hats.
Yes, so the kids' meals, you order the kids' meals and they came with legit cowboy hats to take home with you.
I know.
Like,
I was just like, so how do they
and
afford to do that?
Right, and I think the kids' meals, they each got like an 8-ounce sirloin. And the kids' meals were only like $6.99, and it came with like the 6-ounce sirloin and 2 sides and the cowboy hat.
And so, what was their deal? You eat is it 100 ounce?
It was a 72-ounce
Okay.
steak.
Yep.
And if you could eat it in 55 minutes,
It was free.
it was free. We did not attempt
We
this.
didn't know. It was so much food as it was. So anyway, super cool. So we got back
It
in the
was
limo.
really
We went
fun.
back. Not much else was going on at the RV park. It was quiet. You
It was
could hear some of
quiet.
the 40 traffic.
But not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot. It was cool. It was cold at night, obviously.
Yep.
Again, we filled our tanks when we got there and disconnected because they didn't want
Yep.
that. So we just connected to power for the night.
Yeah.
50 amp.
Yep.
No problems there. Yeah, it was just a great little pull through
It was.
overnight. Enough entertainment. I don't know that you'd want to spend more than 2 days there.
Probably not, but we didn't really get to explore Amarillo either, so there might have been other stuff to do that we just
didn't.
we
get
were
to see.
just getting through.
Right. It was our first or second stop. And we're just like, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
But it was a cool park, great overnight. There were some long terms there. I was shocked.
Yeah.
But a lot of people didn't even disconnect their trailers and
No.
cars. They're just there for the night.
And yeah, I don't think we disconnected our
We did-
car
we
that
did
night
not.
either.
Nope.
Yeah, the spots were big enough and wide enough that we didn't have to disconnect.
45 foot plus a 20 foot,
Yeah.
15 foot car. Didn't even have to disconnect.
Nope.
Yeah. So anyway, that was Amarillo.
Amarillo.
You said Amarillo, just so we're clear.
We were told we had been pronouncing this city's name wrong.
Right,
the whole time.
and the driver of the limo was a history Texas history
Yes.
quiz buff. It was awesome.
It was awesome. So there was Texas trivia the whole ride, and it was amazing.
And it was about a 10-minute ride.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
about 10 minutes, and we learned a lot about Texas.
So vote on this one.
Oh, this one I would definitely give a 9 out of 10.
Okay, this was awesome. It's not a resort. Remember,
It's
when
not
you
a
say 9
resort.
out of 10, it's not a resort.
It is not a resort. We have some of those coming up that will have full 10 out of 10, so
But
watch for those
definitely
videos.
a great overnight.
It was. That steakhouse definitely made
Put it
it
over
for
the
me.
top.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's another stop.
Yeah. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, please like, subscribe, do the thing. More information below, their contact information,
Yeah.
our stuff, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video.
See ya.